Greetings, walking morsels of living flesh. I welcome you to the more sinister side of Louis Tussaud's.
Oh, scary.
As you can...
Hello world, it is your Unkle Heavy. Today I'm on location, Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. I'm up on Clifton Hill again, and this behind me is Louis Tussaud's Wax Museum. Now, I'm doing a first today. I have never gone back and repeated any other attraction that I've done in the past, but I was here in 2019 and I was still just starting off. Very shy vlogger. So I'm coming back as a three-part thing. I want to see, one, what's changed there since I've been there last, two, how I've grown as a vlogger, and three, it was just so cool back then, it's worth a repeat. So I already got some tickets. Let's go in there and see what kind of trouble I can get into. Do you come along?
Unkle Heavy.
Unkle Heavy. Unkle Heavy. Okay, here we go. Week number 2, heading over to Canada. Walking across the Rainbow Bridge yet again. And I just had a thought, I wonder how many people cross through that turnstile border thinking they're just going to get some pictures from the bridge, don't realizing that they've crossed an international border and don't have a passport to come back. Look at these two jokers here. Sorry, I had to. So I'm breaking tradition today. I didn't go to the Burger King on Clifton Hill. Today I opted for a little bit of Wendy's. This is a Canadian Dave's classic. I sometimes think Canadian beef is tastier than American beef. But like the Burger King, you got a nice view of what's going on in Clifton Hill. And I'm looking at both the Fun House and the Haunted House. I've done both those attractions before in older vlogs, and the Haunted House is actually my very first video that ever broke 1,000 views, so kind of a special place for me. Just realizing too that I'm up over the Movieland Wax Museum, which I've done before too. Just about done this whole darn hill. Hello, House of Frankenstein. I'm sorry I kept calling you Castle Frankenstein in my last video. It's nice to see that the tightrope walker is still walking across the line. And there's the man himself, Louis Tussaud. Now, I've been pronouncing it wrong for all these years. I looked it up before I came today, and the proper French pronunciation is Tussaud. So we're going to Louis Tussaud's Wax Museum. Now, I remember this guy used to sit at Ripley's, and you could walk right up to him, and Mr. Hulk, he used to be inside here. I remember doing that gag where he grabbed me by his hand. Now, I'm not gonna do that twice. Yeah, I am. Ow, ow. Oh, it's been 6 years, you're still... All right, let's see what has changed in 6 years. All right, Mark Zuckerberg, thanks for keeping track of everything I do every single day. Mr. Bezos, thank you for shipping everything, including this camera, to my house. Mr. Gates, thank you for making your operating system so complicated that it makes me willfully employed. And Miley Cyrus, I got nothing. I see they still have Michael J. Fox here and the DeLorean, but it used to be a photo op where you could sit in there and pose, but not anymore. Makes me sad. There's my favorite gal, Lucy, peddling her Vitamin to Vegemin, Vitamin to Vegemin, Vitamin to Vegemin, Vitamin to Vegemin. I love saying that word. Hello, Lucy. It's been a while. They got Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow. I have to say that of all the wax museums, the Tussaud museums, definitely the likenesses are right there. I mean, I'm ready for this guy to open his eye. Well, his eyes are open, but to start saying something to me. Some kind of fortune-telling sort of chair thing here that I brought Canadian money this time, but it requires a loonie, and I only have a $5 bill, so I'll just have to go with whoever it was last, since I'm enchanted. They always have these life masks on display too. We've got Gregory Peck and Brendan Fraser. Kind of an older one of Brendan Fraser. That's a very young Brendan Fraser. Charlie Chaplin's hanging out the top of the stairs. I think that's where I left him last time, not positive. Not sure who that is. He doesn't have a name tag or a nameplate, but he's pretty freaking tall. That's one of the things about these wax museums. I always bring it up. Look how much taller, whoever this celebrity is, look how much taller he is than me. And I'm 5'10", so I guess maybe I got nothing. All right, what do we got in here? Oh. Hello, Madonna. I'm pretty sure that's where I left her last time. Keanu is John Vick. You know, I just finally saw those John Vick movies for the first time. They're actually pretty good. Halle Berry, very lifelike here. Very, very lifelike. Again, taller than me. Oh, she's wearing high heels. Britney Spears. And Peter Dinklage. Last time I saw him here, he was dressed as Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones, but now they've got him dressed in a regular suit. Still a big fan. And Taylor Swift, I mean, come on, in the Kansas City jersey. I know this is Toronto, but I mean, you guys are all Bills fans over here. I know you are. I talked to you, and I don't know why you'd put her in the Chiefs shirt, but I won't hold it against you. There's that creepy guy again from Ripley's. Will Smith dressed in his Men in Black outfit. Jennifer Aniston. Oh, big crush on her, all through Friends. I could do this selfie with Clint Eastwood. You know, if I'm sitting here next to Tom Hanks, I have to do my Forrest Gump. Those look like very comfortable shoes, but a man can walk around all day in shoes like that. That one I'll let go. Lady Gaga. I'm not sure if we can cross the red rope here, but Justin Timberlake. I wonder if those are actually his handprints or are there copies of that. Beyonce. I forgot to get their likenesses too. Selena. Oh, Selena. We miss you. Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Kimmel. The two Jimmys. I'm a huge fan of Jimmy Kimmel and his show. He's one of the funniest guys ever. Big fan, Jimmy. Maybe one day I'll be in this chair for real. What do you think? Probably not. But always dream. Never forget your dreams. This was always a great room, the Michael Jackson room. You've got young Michael, 1980s Michael, and then the last part of Michael. Last time I moonwalked through here, I'm not doing it today. Well, maybe I can actually sit in this time to get decent sound because I'm using a lapel mic. Not sure, but this is me going over the falls in the Michael Jackson room. Star Wars still here. Hey, her lightsaber's lit. Last time I was here, it wasn't lit. And then they've got Harrison Ford here playing Han Solo. I really don't like that they killed him in that movie. They should let the character live on. I get why they did it, but doesn't mean I have to like it. All right, we got Wayne Gretzky. Of course we've got Wayne Gretzky. If we're gonna have a Canadian hockey player, it's gotta be Wayne Gretzky. Once again, size thing. The Undertaker. He's like a full head and shoulders over me, as is Dwayne Johnson. Look at how freaking huge. Look at how freaking huge he is. Talk about making you feel not like a man. Tiger Woods. Was never really a golf fan, but you know, respect. Now this Mother Teresa looks a little bit better than the Mother Teresa I saw across the river at the other Wax Museum. And she's got a baby too. It's Dalai Lama and Mahatma Gandhi. Ron still hasn't fixed his wand. 6 years later and you couldn't have fixed that thing. Hermione's still here. Oh, there's a magic hat. How much is it? I don't have, again, coin-operated things. Harry Potter with a sword. More of these life masks. What's Jack Nicholson? Hello, Jack. No, I'm not going to try. Who are you? James Dean. And this is Einstein. Last time I was here, he had a golf pencil, I guess. I guess somebody stole your golf pencil. Sorry about that. Wasn't me. I think we're entering spooky area soon because I hear scary Jason sounds. Oh, yes. We are entering the Hall of Horror here.
Has to chew on those words of wisdom and get on with the show. Greetings, walking morsels of living flesh. I welcome you to the more sinister side of Louis Tussauds.
Oh, scary. This is the Hall of Horror. Reading by Charles Manson. Ugh. Oh, now I remember this gate slammed and it scared me. So I'm not letting it. Okay, I know there might be jump scares that have developed since I was here last, but look, Jack Nicholson in The Shining, love it. What's this? Bela Lugosi's Dracula. Frankenstein's monster. Hey, I rode your roller coaster a couple weeks ago. It was pretty cool. The creature from the Black Lagoon. Jump scare. Jump scare, jump scare, jump scare, jump scare, jump scare. Here he comes, here he comes. There we go. I was prepared this time. Jason. Freddy. Woo. Mummy. And Alien. Sigourney Weaver. Alien. Remember this? This was my original, I always bring this up. This was part of my original intro. I used to feature this wax statue. I'd go, I'm looking, and oh! So yeah. What's through this door? Oh, I love this. I love this. Homer. Always cool. This is definitely one of my favorite Simpsons episodes. Look, I'm Dorothy. I'm in Oz. Actually, Dorothy's right there. All right, here we go with the superheroes, Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr. So he's represented twice, one in costume, one out. This is Black Panther. Thor. Wonder Woman. That doesn't really look like wax. It looks more like resin. As does Captain America. He looks like resin more than wax. And Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. Those were the days. Those were the days. Jim Carrey, Danny DeVito as the Penguin, and inarguably the best Batman in my opinion, Michael Keaton. All right, looks like we're wrapping it up. We all know this character from Austin Powers. It's looked like me a couple years ago, actually. Working on it. Oh, behave. And here's all this Star Trek original series with the bad wigs. You know, I often wonder what would have happened if he had lived. Do you suppose there would have been a reunion? Do you suppose him and McCartney would have worked out their differences and we would have had another iteration of the Beatles? And would it have been good? Who knows? Who knows? Wait, wrong vlog. This says Sean Connery. That's definitely not Sean Connery. I always finish it with Barbara Eden as I Dream of Jeannie. I really like this show, believe it or not. And wrapping it up with the Three Stooges here. Always good. Fred Gwynn is Herman Munster. Al Lewis is Grandpa. Love that show. Okay, I have to do the outro from the electric chair like I did last time. That's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I really enjoyed making it. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure and stay tuned. I have many more adventures coming very, very soon. Till then, signing off from Niagara Falls, Ontario. Bye-bye. Meh.
Camcorder. Mine. No way.
Oh, behave.